Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Dave from musicfigureaddicts.com coming at you with an updated personal music figure collection tour. The last tour that I did was, I think, back in 2016, 2015 maybe. So, yeah, this video is long overdue. So what we're seeing here is my basement. My whole collection is in my basement, and this is my Elvis record collection. My whole basement is kind of like a music theme. You'll see to the left here is my Buddy Holly collection. And yeah, a few other records and whatnot. But yeah, I've added a lot of figures since the last video. I've been collecting out and about. And so this is my collection space, and it's also where my office is. My computer's down here. And you'll see it right there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a whole tour for all the figures. We're going to go over everything. And we'll start off with... These are my latest acquisitions, actually. They're the reaction figures, which I actually really love these figures. I think they're a little bit overpriced. I paid 25 bucks a piece for these. But I don't know, for some reason I'm just really drawn to them. I love the packaging. And the Misfits, there's tons of variations on those. I think there's like 9 or 10. And you got Motorhead as well. I don't know. I just really like the feel of those. I like the packaging of the reaction figures. So a lot of the packaged figures that I have are going to be either NECA or McFarlane's. And as far as the clamshell packages are concerned, and we're seeing both here. These are NECA Figures, Iron Maidens. I believe these ones are McFarlane's. That's a McFarlane. No, sorry, that's a NECA. That's a NECA as well. So yeah, it's got a big variety of different companies represented. Elvis's, those are McFarlane's. And I don't know, I love those figures. I love the solid plastic clamshells. I wish they would bring back more of those. Unfortunately, McFarlane hasn't produced a music figure since I think 2008. We have our Jimi Hendrix. Those are McFarlane's as well. And the two different variations of those. We have Motley Crue. I'm missing 2 of the Motley Crue in the clamshell, so if anybody wants to make a donation, feel free. I'm always accepting donations. Down here we got Biggie Smalls. And the Biggie Smalls on the right, the white Biggie Smalls, that's one of my latest acquisitions as well. And I think I talked him down to like 80 bucks for it. And I knew I had to have it. That was at a toy show in Woodstock, Ontario that I found that one. This Marilyn Manson is actually the only Marilyn Manson that I have. And there's quite a few other Mansons that came out around that time. So I'm on the hunt for those. Down here we have our Kiss statues. And we have the silver variants as well for those statues. You see those come up a lot in local classified sections. Kijiji and stuff. We got headliners. I'm missing 2 of those as well. And the ceramic Kiss bobbleheads. You'll notice in my collection I have a shit ton of Kiss. They've so far produced the most music figures out of any band. They're pretty big on their brand. So you'll see a lot of Kiss. Up here is the McFarlane 3D album covers. We got Jimi Hendrix, Metallica, the Sex Pistols, and then there's 2 different variations on color. So you have the yellow and the pink Sex Pistols 3D album cover, and then Led Zeppelin. And below that we have a statue from 1984, I believe, of Elvis, 21-inch, and there's about I think 4 of those. I have 2, Elvis Pez, and that used to be a lamp actually. That Kiss statue head, that was a lamp. And so that's the section right there. And so the next section is this, and these shelves actually came from a hairdresser. They're solid metal shelving. You don't really see them, but they're pretty durable. I got these ones at a Woodstock toy show a couple of months ago. The Beatles set. They're all right. I like them. I don't really like stylized figures. I like more action figures. Like the NECAs and the McFarlanes I love. Sex Pistols, Funkos. You'll see a ton of Funkos as well. Funkos are kind of placeholders for me. I do love Funkos, but it gets a bit much. You know, it's hard to get excited about them so much anymore. Uh, Kiss Figures and Elvis. I think there's two of those I'm missing. This Gene Simmons is in a plastic, what do they call it? A fish bowl, fish tank packaging. So that's hard plastic on that one. And then we have the 12-inch Kiss. We have all three. And those are nice. Those are nice pieces. We have Ozzy, Blizzard of Oz, which I'm really happy to have. Those I have another Ozzy, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, those ones are pretty cool. I like having those ones. We have Rob Zombie. And that, once again, you know what, actually now thinking about it, I've picked up a lot in Woodstock. I live in Cambridge, Ontario, but I usually go to Hamilton or London, Ontario for figures. But I have picked up a few in Woodstock. We have Elvis. That's a beautiful figure. I'm going to show you that later. That's actually out of the package. We got Jimi Hendrix. I got a couple doubles. Kiss, this is by Smitty. Smitty does like little sets like that. McFarlane's Beatles. So yeah, when I first started collecting, I opened up the packages and then I had to recollect those ones because I'm retarded like that, I guess. Slash. I'm missing Slash in the clamshell. So if anybody has that for sale, I would buy that from you. Another Kiss Love Gun box set. The box is in the greatest condition. Power Man 5000, that's also by Smitty. That's Rob Zombie's brother. Metallica box set, that's pretty much mint condition, that one. And then Kiss Alive box set as well. Those are McFarlane's. Motley Crue. I think though all three of those box sets I bought in Hamilton, Ontario. No Doubt Smitty. And then we have a Kiss. I think that's Japanese import. And I was actually missing two of those, and somebody broke up their set for me at a toy show. And I could finish that collection. And then so we have our 24-inch Destroyer Kiss figures. And there's another set that I'm on the prowl for. That's the Love Gun set. Another 24-inch Love Gun Kiss. And those are quite pricey. We have Elvis. And then below that we have our other Ozzy Osbourne, our Bark at the Moon. And this is a custom that I did. I bought the head off of eBay. And I just stuck it on a... Admittedly, it was a Barbie doll. But, yeah, so then we have more Funkos. We got your Elton Johns, Morrissey, Motorhead. And, like, I'm kind of like, now I kind of collect the music Funkos. I collect the ones that I want. They put so goddamn much of them out. It kind of loses its relevance to a certain degree. And, yeah, then you have all the chases and the variants and all of the exclusives. And, like, I'm retarded when it comes to music figures. But, they have ones where they're like glitter or, it just has a very minor variant. And, yeah, I don't really sweat that so much. And my top dollar on Funkos would be $40, for any Funko. I think the most I've ever paid for a Funko Pop was $40, and that was a Weird Al. And, that's the most I would ever pay. And I see them at toy shows go for hundreds of dollars. Some of the earlier music figures. I saw a Public Enemy Flavor Flav go for I think like $400, and it was cool. But you know what? Like I love music figures, but I'm not stupid. So the value is always what somebody's willing to pay for it. And if he wants to sell it for $40, I'll gladly buy it for $40. So speaking of Public Enemy, we got our Public Enemy figures up here. It's kind of dark. Sorry for the lighting. One of my lights went out in the basement. But nevertheless, you get the gist. And this is the Flavor Flav figures and the Tokyo exclusives. And yes, they're just wearing different outfits. Below that, we have a Tiny Tim. It's really hard to see, but we have a Tiny Tim. And we also have a Chuck D out of the package. Kind of in the back there. And we have another 21-inch Elvis statue from 1983 or 84. And then we have some Agronautics. Agronautics is an amazing company. They do punk rock throbbleheads, they call them. But effectively, they're like bobbleheads. I support any company that does different figures rather than Kiss, you know. So Aggronauts puts out a lot of great punk rock figures, and it's just awesome to see different variations and different types of figures come out. The non-traditional figures, if you will. So yeah, that's the one I paid $40 for right there, the Weird Al. That's the fat version. And then I got Def Leppard. I just picked those up a couple days ago, actually, and I'm missing one. Missing one of them. Those are pretty cool. We got Johnny Cash and Kurt Cobain. Freddie Mercury and Iggy Pop. And then more Iron Maidens, Jimmy Page. I think I'm missing a couple Iron Maidens as well. Jerry Garcia, Ozzy, Bark at the Moon. And then another AC/DC. That's McFarlane AC/DC. And that one's NECA. And then we have Sid Vicious. There's another variant on that one where he's not wearing glasses. And then we have our Joey Ramone by NECA. John Lennon. There's a black and white variant for John Lennon that I'm looking for. I've been looking for years to try to get that one. Misfits. I absolutely love the Misfits, so I'm happy to see that. They're re-releasing these ones in the box, window box. NECA is this year, so that'll be cool to see. I love NECA. NECA is absolutely my favorite company right now, aside from Aggronauts. Then we have our Beatles. These are older McFarlanes. And we have Janis Joplin up there as well. Kiss Alive. And then moving down, we have our Yellow Submarine Beatles. And you'll notice that there's 5 of them. Actually, Paul and the Captain that you're seeing right here, that is a 5th figure that came out. So there's actually 2 Pauls. So you'll see right here on the left with the Love statue. So that's the normal one, and then the Captain is, I guess, kind of like a variant. Then you have Metallica. I saw recently on Saturday, actually, I saw a full Metallica set at an antique place just north of Hamilton. So once again, if you're looking for music figures, check out antique outlets like those antique malls and whatnot in your area, because you never know. Like, we went there and there was tons of toys. There was tons of collectibles. So you never know what you see out in the wild. There's an Eminem, Slim Shady. I got a Pee Wee Herman doll from there as well, which was pretty cool. And then we're going to go through our Funkos. More Funkos, yay. We got our Guns N' Roses. Alice Cooper. The thing I do like about Funkos, though, I'll be honest with you, because it's in a box, you can open and close it. So you can take it out, you can film it, you can take photos, you can check it out, and put it back in the box. I do like that. That's the only downside about clamshells, full clamshell plastic packaging, is that you can't take it out of the box. And so that's why you'll see I have a lot of figures that are clamshell in the package and out of the package, because I do photography and I do reviews. So I kind of need something out of the package as well. That Rick James down in the bottom is pretty cool. I like that. I do like Funkos for that. They put out figures, once again, like Aggronauts, that a lot of people don't put out, which is pretty cool to see. So that's that section right there. So then getting back into this side, we have more Kiss. And that's that Kiss on the left there, that's from Figures Toy Company. They have a shit ton of Kiss, and I'm missing tons of it. They have 8 inches, they have 12 inches, and then they have the variants. If you go to musicfigureaddicts.com, you'll see the bulk of them are on the website in the catalog, online database, and there's tons. If I was to just collect figure toys Kiss, then it would fill up my whole basement, absolutely. So here's more Aggronauts. So you'll see they do like Gigi Allen, and they have the Queers, and just really cool punk bands. These are the special McFarlanes that they came out with. Excuse me. Buddy Holly bobblehead, and a Joey Ramone figure. Down here you have Michael Jackson. There's a new one that's coming out from no, it's a new Freddie Mercury that's coming out this year from SH Figure Arts. Those can get stupid expensive, and there's knockoffs as well, so you got to be careful. There's knockoffs of the Michael Jackson that you could get on AliExpress. Snoop Dogg, I did a review video of Snoop Dogg. Kiss, and then a Elvis on tour 3D poster. More Elvis. And so yeah, and that's that section. You'll see as well, it's a Smitty Limp Bizkit. And then up top we have Prince and Duran Duran, more Funkos, and that's all 5 Duran Duran Funkos. Those are okay. It's hard to get excited about Duran Duran Funkos, but whatever. We have more Kiss from Figures Toy Company. And I do like these. You can actually open and close these as well. It is a plastic packaging, but you can open them and put them back in, close them back up. And then moving down below, we have a stylized Green Day set. I got that one in Hamilton. Those are pretty cool. Like I said, I don't really like cartoon figures. I lean more towards the realistic figures, but like I said, I'm kind of dumb, and I'll just collect anything if it's a music figure. We got Joey and Johnny Ramone, or sorry, Dee Dee Ramone, bobbleheads, Agronautics, and we got a Tupac there as well. And then moving around to the other side, we have as a Metallica, Johnny Winter, Elvis, bobbleheads, Flavor Flav, Anti-Scene, Jeff Clayton. That's actually signed by Jeff Clayton. Turns out he actually lives in the same city that my mom lives in. Rolling Stones and Elvis's. And then up top we've got our M&Ms. There was a third, and that's by Art Asylum. There was a third M&M that was supposed to come out, and it never did. I'm actually going to be Motorhead. I'm actually going to be doing a video about figures that were supposed to come out but never did. There's quite a few of them actually. Just off the top of my head, there was the third M&M. There was some Misfits figures that were there that was going to be produced. Oh geez, what else? There was Guar figures that were going to be produced. Yeah, lots of figures that never came out. Kiss cereal, kind of cheesy, but and this Beatles set's pretty cool. Once again, I got this from an antique place, and it actually it looks a lot better. It looks a lot more impressive in person, but it's a really cool Beatles set. And then down below, in the back there, we have NECA's, which once again, I love these packaging for these ones. I think this is the best packaging that NECA puts out. It beats any other packaging. Like, I just love the boxes. I love the display window. It displays beautifully. I love the cloth figures. Jerry Only from the Misfits bobblehead. And then Scott Ian, that was an exclusive through scottian.com, I believe it was. Limp Bizkit in the package. Kiss, and it's like a really lame Slim Shady figure. Beatles by McFarlane. Moving down, we have MC Hammer. We have 2 MC Hammers. And that one, I think, comes with an audio tape. And it's really dark, but Michael Jackson's from 1984. I just recently picked one of those up on Saturday, actually. And I have there's one more, and then I have the full collection. And that's this section right there. And then moving around, so once again, these are all my loose figures, primarily. And when I first started collecting, I opened up the packages. I have a couple more Kiss. That's the Kiss Creatures by McFarlane. And we have No Doubt, and that's Smitty. The details on those ones are actually pretty cool. I like those. They should have came out with more. I think they were going to come out with a Smashing Pumpkins one. And I'll have to take more video of this, but this is a beautiful figure. It's really stupid dark right now, but yeah, it's an awesome figure. We got the Sex Pistols 12-inch. And then we have the Misfits 12-inch as well. I love those figures. Those are probably my favorite figures. And then we have a bootleg M&M from 8 Mile. That's really cool as well. And that's that section. And then, yeah, so up top, we just have our loose figures. And like I said, I like to do photography, and I do reviews. And it is cool to have them in the package and out of the package. I love the packaging. I think that is a vital aspect of toy collecting. You have your two schools of thought. One is that it's sacrilegious to open the package, and the other school of thought is that, you know, you have to enjoy them. And so, you know what, best of both worlds. Let's just collect 2 of each. And then that solves that issue. It looks like the Iron Maiden has fallen over. He has succumbed to the gravity of the situation. Yeah, I like the loose figures, but like I said, I think for display purposes, I like keeping them in the packaging. I think they display better in the packaging. But once again, you know, for photography, yeah, you have to take them out of the package, basically. And, you know, you talk about Kiss Army, and here you go. This is your Kiss Army for you. These are all McFarlane's. Yeah, Kiss is just ridiculous when it comes to products. It's amazing how many products they actually have out. That's the Motley Crue set, Metallica by Smitty. And that's a Smitty Kiss, and then Offspring. Down below we have a 12-inch yellow Submarine, Paul McCartney. And then Spinal Tap. Actually, I was looking for these ones for a good couple of years, and I'm glad I have them. I don't know. I like the Spinal Tap figures. And then we have Michael Jackson. And I'm going to gloss over these ones. I got these ones for free. They were donated to me. Stupid Mr. Potato Head ones. But I'll take free, you know. If anybody wants to donate for free, then feel free to donate for free. Or if you see something if you have something that you have for sale that I don't have, get in touch with me, info@musicfigureaddicts.com. Like I said, I'm always looking to add on to the collection and buy whatever I don't have. And so, yeah, this is my updated 2020 video. And I'll be producing more videos. I have a lot in the near future with regards to reviews. I'm not going to actually do reviews. I'm going to do more kind of showcases because I love them all. So I think reviews is, I don't know, I kind of have mixed feelings about reviewing it. Like, who the hell am I? I love them all. They're all great. I just want to show them to you rather than critique them and stuff. So let's end on Elvis. And thank you for watching. And visit musicfigureaddicts.com. Thanks, guys. Cheers.